Hello students. Today's topic is measurement of national income. It is an important topic for the board exam. You will get a 6-marker or 4-marker question from this. It may be numerical or it may be theoretical question. National income of a country can be measured by 3 different methods. First is value added method. Second is income method, and third is expenditure method. It must be noted that all the 3 methods give the same value of national income. It means whichever method you use, the national income derived will be the same. Today we will take up value added method, and this method is important for your board examination for 3-marker or 4-marker question. It may be numerical or it may be theoretical question. So please pay attention. Value added method is also known as product method or net output method. The steps involved in this method is: first step is identify all production unit in the domestic economy and classify them into 3 sectors. The 3 sectors are primary, secondary and tertiary. Second step, estimation of GVA at MP by each production unit. The sum total of GVA at MP of all production enterprises within a domestic territory of a country during 1 year is equal to GDP at MP. That is why it is said to be sum of GVA at MP is equal to GDP at MP. Value added or GVA at MP can be calculated by value of output minus intermediate cost. We will take first value of output. Value of output refers to the market value of all goods and services produced during a period of 1 year. So, value of output is a market value of all goods and services produced during a period of 1 year. That is price into total output is your value of output. And how to measure it? First is price into total output which has been produced in economy will give you value of output. Second, when entire output is sold in an economy, then value of output will be equal to sales. Third, when entire output is not sold in an economy or accounting year, the value of output will be equal to sales plus change in stock. Change in stock is closing minus opening. Production is done with a view to sell it in the market. But in actual practice, a firm may or may not be able to sell its output. If firm is unable to sell its output in a year, the remainder quantity of output becomes the unsold stock. The unsold finished goods, semi-finished goods and raw material lying with the firm is called inventories. So this is the change in stock, and this change in stock can be calculated by closing minus opening. Next, sales also includes domestic sale plus export. Please make a note. If sales is given to you, you will not take domestic sale or export. This will be taken up only if sales is not given to you. if export is given, sales is given, you will not take up export because already sales export is included. Next, production for self-consumption is also included in the value of output. Most of the time, student excluded, but remember it, production for self-consumption is also included. So this was all about value of output. The next part is intermediate cost. Intermediate cost is said to be purchase of raw material. Generally, it includes purchase of raw material, fuel, power, etc. Note, the purchase of intermediate goods may be from domestic firm as well as for foreign firms. That is why it is equal to written as domestic purchase plus import is also part of intermediate cost, and this will be only done if domestic purchase is given, then only you will include import. Otherwise, if purchase is straight away given to you, purchase of raw material, you will not consider import in this. Import will be only considered when domestic purchase from a firm is given. Is it okay? So, when you deduct intermediate cost from value of output, you get value added. Value added is also known as GV at MP. So, GV at MP or GDP at MP or value added is equal to value of output minus intermediate consumption. Why we are doing this? Why we are subtracting intermediate consumption? Reason for this is because if we not do this, this will lead to problem of double counting. And double counting problem we will take up in the next lecture. Simply you can understand that intermediate consumption is not a part of national income. So when you get GV at MP or GDP at MP, you have to convert that into domestic income. It is also known as NV at FC or NDP at FC. If question is asked, calculate domestic income, it means you will be calculating NV at FC. So for that you require the basic is GDP at MP or GV at MP, which you have already calculated. From it you will subtract depreciation. Depreciation is also known as consumption of fixed capital, which we have already taken in the previous lectures. Next is, because you have to convert it into market price into factor cost, you will deduct net indirect tax. Net indirect tax include indirect tax minus subsidies. Please note down, you are going to include only the indirect taxes. Direct taxes will not be a part of it. Sometimes students do mistake of this. So NIT includes net indirect tax, that is indirect tax minus subsidies. So when you will deduct depreciation and net indirect tax from GDP at MP, you will get the domestic income or NV at FC. So this was your domestic concept. Converting this domestic into national income, you will add NFIA in NDP at FC. NFIA here is net factor income from abroad. It includes net factor income from abroad minus net income to abroad. So by adding net factor income from abroad in domestic income, you will get your national income. By this, your value added method get over. I hope you have all understood this.